This episode of the ResortLoop.com podcast is brought to you by Joffrey's Coffee and Tea Company. Joffrey's is proud to be the official specialty coffee of Disney. Enjoy drinks and pastries at Joffrey's kiosks throughout the parks and check out the Disney Specialty Coffee Collection only at Joffreys.com.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas. To our new passengers, aloha and welcome aboard.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us. I'm Tim Scott.
I'm Bob Collar.
This is ResortLoop.com. This is episode 260. Bob, how are you doing today?
260. I'm doing very well today, Tim. It's kind of a Indian summer we're enjoying here in Northeast Ohio. The fall foliage is beautiful.
It's beautiful while it's warm, and when it gets cold, it just gets...
It's nasty, and that's when we'll be raking the leaves, you know.
Exactly.
They're beautiful now, but once they cover the lawn, forget about it. So.
Fortunately, we don't have too many trees here. I'm counting on the wind not delivering us any bonus leaves, though.
All your neighbors, it'll all... Hey, by the way, little tip here. I learned this years ago. Cut your grass really, really low. You know, I just cut my grass twice yesterday. I cut it, and then I cut it low.
Okay.
That way the leaves blow right off of it into your neighbor's yard.
Oh, very nice. I just use my leaf blower for the same effect.
Oh, you are one of those guys, are you?
No. Quick related story before we get on with the show. I had a similar leaf problem. We were at the other house, and leaves just...
Wait, whoa. Your other house? How many houses do you have?
Well, before we had this house. We only have one at a time.
Yeah,
Trust me, if we had two houses, one would not be up here.
Whatever. All right.
One would involve the word main gate somehow.
Exactly. Or golden oak.
Exactly. Oh, for the little house.
Yeah.
But tons of leaves on the ground. I think I was ill. I couldn't really go out and take care of it. And then over a period of a couple of days, we had a major front come through with super strong winds. I went out. All gone.
Gone. Oh,
somebody got them. Somebody got it. I didn't get it. They were probably in Pennsylvania by then. It was awful. But hey, I didn't have to worry about it. So, enough of my ramblings and tangent this early in the show. Bob, what are we talking about today? This is another really, really good topic.
This is going to be a great topic, but I got some things I need to talk about before we get started.
Oh, me too. I'm always so anxious. to get to the meat.
You're ready to go. I know. Calm down.
We got to have the amuse-bouche, then we got to move on to the appetizer, cleanse our palate, and then get into the meat.
This is a 7-course show.
Exactly.
You are highly caffeinated again today.
True.
I know that for a fact. But and that kind of see how that went right into what I'm going to talk about now.
Love it.
Our fantastic sponsors, the folks over at Joffrey's Coffee and Tea Company, have come through for Looper Nation. They have given us an early Christmas present, Tim. They're going to reveal this on their website very soon.
Yes.
But they're allowing us to talk about this ahead of time. Are you ready, Looper Nation, for this one?
Everybody better be sitting down.
Everybody sit down because Joffrey's Coffee is going to do what we've asked them to do. They're coming out with the Trio gift set, a travel mug and coffee combo, a Roastmaster signature mug.
That's the one I like.
A tea infuser, a tea traveler, and a Joffrey's ceramic mug. So, and these are really cool because the Trio gift set, they're going to be Disney. You can get the Disney ones. They showed us a picture. Victoria Albert's French Bistro and Kona blend.
Yes.
They have some of their normal blends as well, some of their regular blends. The gift set, the picture they sent us, the Disney French Bistro, and one of those fantastic travel mugs.
That's the one people always want when they see our pictures of the ones we have.
Right.
They're like, how can we get those? And this is how. This is how you can get it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's coming very soon. It's going to be on their website very soon, but we just wanted to give you a little teaser, a little heads up that you guys asked for it. We've talked to them about it, and they agreed that the gift sets are going to be a great way to go and give you guys an opportunity to get a bunch of different coffee at a little bit lower price, and it's going to be fantastic. Plus some Joffrey swag.
Exactly. And great Christmas gifts.
Great Christmas gifts. you kind of ruined it. That was what I was going to give you.
You can give them to me. I'll take them.
But
and I'll act thrilled because that would be awesome. That's a great gift for anybody that loves coffee.
Absolutely.
And Disney.
And yours probably might be a little opened and maybe not the full pound of coffee. But
I'm good with that. I would share with you anyway.
Absolutely.
Can you feel the love? Can you feel the love tonight?
You're such a nice guy, except to your neighbors.
Hey, that was nature.
Well, whatever. Yeah. So before we get started as well, Tim, can I give you some this day in Disney history? Because today was a big day in Disney history. I didn't realize that.
Yes, let's do some Disney history. And then I have a shout out also.
What?
I know.
Wow. Are we going to do a show today?
Eventually we'll get to a show.
I don't know if we're going to make it. Anyway, in 1941, Tim, one of my favorite Disney movies had its world premiere at the Broadway Theater in New York City with Walt and his wife Lillian and their staff in attendance. The wonderful film 1941 Dumbo was released. Love Dumbo, and I love this quote. This is from John Lasseter. He said, "It's like 64 minutes, and it's so concise in its storytelling. I learned a lot from it as a student at Cal Arts and a young animator at Disney." So, great movie, fantastic. It brings a tear to your eye every time. I don't care who you are. Great one to watch on Mother's Day.
Absolutely.
Just saying. 1953, Disney's animated short Rugged Bear is released. Now, why is this a big deal, Tim?
Why is it a big deal, Bob?
Well, it's a big deal to me because one of my favorite Disney characters of all time, and I mean all time, is Humphrey the Bear. Remember Humphrey the Bear from he's in the national parks, and Donald is always having trouble with Humphrey the Bear.
Yes.
Trying to steal his lunch and whatever.
Yes.
Humphrey the Bear, fantastic. I loved him.
Does he look a little frumpy? Am I thinking of the right one?
He looks frumpy,
okay,
and he's always getting in trouble by the park ranger with the glasses.
Right, but not the one with Boo Boo. That's a different one, right?
We don't even know I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
I don't know what you're talking about. In 1964, Tim, a fantastic year, by the way. 1960.
Your birth year, right?
Exactly. The first 5-acre lot of the Walt Disney World project is purchased by I-4 Corporation.
Oh.
How about that? On this day in Disney history, 1964. In 1982, at Disney World's new Epcot Center, the first World Showcase evening show, Carnaval des Lumières, debuts.
Ooh.
Now, the night before, and we love this, you have this somewhere on beta or VHS or some other kind of crazy
I probably do.
video format. The Disney's Epcot Center, the opening celebration, hosted by Danny Kaye, featuring Drew Barrymore, Roy Clark, Alex Haley, Marie Osmond, Eric Severide, and astronaut Alan Shepard.
Yes,
was on television.
That was a good show.
Wasn't that great?
The crazy part was, remember, Alex Haley was there because he was talking about the upcoming Africa Pavilion at World Showcase.
Yes.
And it's still not there.
That never happened.
No.
Yeah. How about that?
They got the whole theme park, though.
But
or a big section of the Animal Kingdom, so I think that's why they
Kingdom.
decided not to pursue that any further. But that would have been a wonderful pavilion.
Sure. And then finally in 2013, hard to believe it was 2 years ago already.
Get out.
The villas at Disney's Grand Floridian Resort and Spa open at Walt Disney World.
That was 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
Oh, my gosh.
Time is flying by like the leaves off of your lawn.
Those things are going to need refurb soon. And they just opened up. That's incredible.
Exactly. So there you go. That's this day in Disney history for today.
All right, Bob, before we get to, I'll have you announce what we're talking about today. I have a quick shout out to Lisa Yost.
Oh, well, hi, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa. Her and her family are getting ready to drive. They might be driving by the time they listen to this. Down to Disney. She asked for a couple little tips to get down there. She's going to go down. She's going to have a great time, and I think her daughter might have a couple surprises after they get down there. So, Lisa, the Yost family, everybody have a great trip. Thanks for listening.
Absolutely.
Let us know how it goes, how your trip, if you enjoyed your trip, if you enjoyed the drive, and if you do it again.
Absolutely, yeah. Have a great time, and everybody that's going down. A lot of folks going to Walt Disney World right now.
It's been crazy. The past, well, I guess Food and Wine maybe brought a lot of it on, but
Yeah, I think Food and Wine, and then just, people are, they're trying to get a little bit better deals. There's some great deals out there right now for Walt Disney World. So, jump on those. Don't be afraid to take the kids out of school every now and then. So,
yeah, especially if they're young. If they're young, generally you can bounce back from that. I mean, your kids, but it's definitely worth considering.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, Tim.
Yes, Bob, now that we're 10 minutes into the show, what are we going to be talking about on this show?
That's my line. You took my line.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We thought, with all the ticket price increases, the annual pass increases, it's becoming more and more expensive to go to Walt Disney World, and that's becoming an issue for a lot of folks. And
Absolutely.
Maybe that's why everybody's going off season, or quote unquote off season. But we kind of wanted to take a look at some of the hotels that are on property, but they're not Walt Disney World properties. So we kind of compare what you're looking at as far as cost wise goes.
Yes.
So what did you find out, Tim?
Well, and you brought up this area to me, and I have never actually ventured back there. I've been by it tons of time. The whole Bonnet Creek Resort area.
Oh yeah,
back over there by by Epcot there.
I remember taking a drive back there when they were just building the Hilton back there, the Hilton Bonnet Creek. And it wasn't done yet. And I thought, I don't know if I'd ever stay here. But what did you find out about back there, Tim?
Well, there's not just the Hilton. It's crazy. You've got like we have the Hilton. There's a Four Seasons. There's the Wyndham back there.
Right.
So you've got back there. I think there's like a Wyndham, what would you call it? Not a vacation home, like a condo, more of a condo area.
It's just the Wyndham Bonnet Creek Resort condominium suites.
There you go. Yeah. So a little bit bigger than your standard rooms. And if you're going to be there for a week or so, that could be an excellent option.
Oh yeah. I mean, and here's the thing: we decided, let's pick just out of the blue. We're just picking Thanksgiving week because a lot of people are traveling down there for Thanksgiving. Yeah,
or thinking about it. They got the time off now. Maybe their schedule's out.
Right. And you go, you look at, for example, you look at the Disney resorts, okay? And when you're talking about an all-star movie resort for $154 or Port Orleans Riverside, $230
wow.
for the night. But here, get this, Tim. Bonnet Creek for Thanksgiving week is $254 for a one-bedroom suite. Condominium. It's a one-bedroom condominium, sleeps 4.
That's crazy.
So you're gonna get a one-bedroom condominium for the price of really Port Orleans Riverside. A lot more room, I'm guessing.
Absolutely.
And then you look at like Disney's Yacht Club Resort. You ready for this? $462 a night for that week.
Whoa.
So we're big proponents of staying on property. Always have been.
Oh, always. Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of it's always been our thing. But Disney's kind of like gave us a couple of reasons to look outside the bubble, or outside the bubble.
Inside, outside, right? Because I mean, you're still within that Disney bubble, kinda. Now, what are you going to lose? What are you going to lose by staying outside, Tim? The transportation.
The first thing that comes to mind is transportation and parking at the parks. Your free parking is gone.
Right.
So maybe if one of you, the mom or the dad or somebody in your party has an annual pass.
Right.
That would get you some admission. And, at $20 a day now for parking, just crazy.
Right. Now, and two, you're not going to get the Disney dining, unless you book that with your. Well, no, I guess you can't get that with just tickets.
Nope.
So if you're not a Disney dining person,
which if you're lucky, you break even anyway. So
right.
And let me correct myself real quick. I said the Four Seasons at Bonnet Creek. It's actually the Waldorf Astoria. I've gotten those two confused for years.
Oh, okay. All right. Gotcha.
But it's another one of those, upper tier hotels. Absolutely. The Waldorf. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I mean this Wyndham Bonnet Creek. You look at the photographs of this thing. They've got a lazy river. They've got the jacuzzis. I mean, we're talking about a 1-bedroom condominium, an incredible play area for the kids, mini golf, all of that stuff. Boy, it's tough to not think. You know, if I'm going to spend $200 a night, I'm getting a lot more amenities staying at the Wyndham or some of these others that we're going to talk about than it is staying at Disney. What else do you have over there, Tim?
Oh, in the Bonnet Creek area?
Yeah.
Well, the Waldorf Astoria, they're known for some very, very good restaurants over there.
Oh, yeah.
They got the Bull and the Bear I've heard excellent things about.
Right.
I mean, the hotel's top-notch.
Right.
Was that the first Waldorf outside of New York, I want to say? I could be wrong.
Oh, I don't know.
On that.
I don't know. I know that they also have that Hilton over there.
With the pool. Yeah, you were just talking about the pool there. That's a fantastic pool.
They've got an incredible pool. And again, a lazy river. You know, I mean, Disney doesn't have any lazy rivers. And get this, their prices start at like $129 a night.
Wow.
$129, and you're right down the street. It's not like you're driving International Drive and dealing with all of that. You're right there.
No, you're just a stone's throw from the Caribbean Beach Resort?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, you drive right by it.
Yeah.
To get to the Wyndham and back to Bonnet Creek, the Hilton and the Waldorf.
So Bonnet Creek has, I believe they have the Waldorf, the Wyndham, and the Hilton, right? I'm not sure if they have anything else. Do they have the Four Seasons over there?
The Four Seasons is out by Golden Oak.
That's right. So you got the Four Seasons. That also, Golden Oak, of course, being on Disney property. The Four Seasons is going to be on Disney property. Then let's jump over to Downtown Disney.
Okay, yes.
Because Downtown Disney, you take a look at some of those over at Downtown Disney, and you're really looking at some, you know, some good prices.
Some great bargains there. You're a big fan of the Hilton at Downtown Disney.
I love that Hilton at Downtown Disney, and I'm trying to find the rate on that again. I've kind of lost it here, but I believe it was $149.
I think that's what you said, yes.
A night for Downtown Disney, and you literally walk across the street, and you're at the new Disney Springs now.
I'll tell you, a hotel that intrigues me, and I'm going to have to check this one out over that way, is that B Resort.
Oh, yeah.
That's just a couple hotels, you know, what would it be, just north of the Hilton there.
Yeah.
But it looks like it's been extremely updated, kind of a more modern touch to the hotel.
Oh, yeah. Probably a little more contemporary, if you will.
Yeah, if you will. No monorail going through it, but you're not paying for the monorail going through it either.
Right. There is that. So, yeah, I mean, there's the Hilton Garden Inn, Lake Buena Vista, which is 0.2 of a mile away, $126 a night.
Wow.
And again, keep in mind, this is Thanksgiving week, where you can't touch anything for, like I said, the All-Star Sports is $134 a night.
I mean, that's got to be their third or fourth busiest holiday of the year, behind Christmas, the 4th of July, maybe New Year's. Right.
So if you have a vehicle, if you're going to be taking a vehicle down there, not a bad idea to take a look at those. You and I both love the Crescent Lake area of Disney hotels.
We do. Tell us what those prices were. Do you have those in front of you?
Yeah. The Yacht Club.
I hope you're still sitting down, people.
The Yacht Club, $462 a night. And the Boardwalk, $578 per night Thanksgiving week.
Wow.
That's going to be tough to deal with when you're talking about the ticket price increase, getting in, and all of that. And believe it or not, Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge, which is usually a good rate, for $438 a night.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, these are standard view rates. These aren't even suites. These aren't even the really the club level, if you will, rooms.
These are like parking lot views and
right,
maybe a garden view thrown in there. You're not overlooking any savannas at that price.
No, you are not. So, I mean, sometimes you get that upgrade. You get a bump, But,
oh yeah, but not if the rooms or not if the hotel's booked solid.
Right,
you're going to get what you paid for in that case.
Right. And again, we're not slamming any of the Disney resorts. We love staying within the bubble, but sometimes you got to, depending on your budget, you're going to have to look outside. And here's one that we didn't talk about prior to the show, Tim, when we were talking about this. But real quick, I looked up the Swan and Dolphin. Are you ready for this?
Oh yes.
The Dolphin. Now, keep in mind, I just told you the Crescent Lake area. $458 a night. $200 a night.
There's a bargain.
Swan and Dolphin.
There's a bargain.
Now you're within that Crescent Lake area. Talk about being on property, off property. You're right there. You can walk to Epcot. You can walk to the Disney Hollywood Studios.
I think the Swan and Dolphin are going to be very crowded for the next few years.
I agree with you.
I got to believe.
I agree with you.
I know they throw in a couple extra fees there that they don't tell you up front. I think they throw in if you bring your own car, I think you have to pay to park.
You do have to pay to park. Yeah, you're right about that.
I don't think you can park at the theme parks without having to pay also. I don't think
so. I think you still got to pay for the parking.
And then I think they have an extra resort fee or something on there. But again, if one of you has an annual pass or you all have annual passes, you don't have to worry too much about parking at the theme parks.
Right. And here's the other thing, too. And granted, you have the Disney Visa card that you can get points put on that and use that money. That's the beauty of that Disney Visa card. It's cash in your hand. You can use it for park tickets. You can use it for hotel stays. You can use it for whatever you want. But then you also have the Marriott Visa card and the Hilton Visa card where you build points up and you can get some free stays at some of these. The last time I went to Walt Disney World, I stayed at the Hilton the very first night. We talked about this before for free. So, nice. Rather than spend that money at a Disney hotel, I got a free night stay. So, something to think about when you're going down, especially with the all the price increases.
Yeah, I think with any of these, we'd almost have to recommend having your own car.
Oh, absolutely.
You don't want to have to rely on the resort transportation. Even if it's that close, I couldn't do it.
Right. Now, if anybody out there in Looper Nation has dealt with the off-property, quote-unquote off-property transportation, let us know. Let us know how that goes, because I've never used it either. I have no idea what that's like. I know we've talked about Disney's transportation, and that can be tough sometimes. Maybe right. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe the old Uber or Lyft. Everyone's talking about that now. Maybe that'd be a great option for you.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Have you? I know you've seen it. Have you ever stayed at the Hyatt Regency Grand Cypress?
No.
That's just outside the downtown Disney hotel bubble. I mean, it's right there.
Right.
I punched in the dates. It's got a booking rate from $152 a night.
Wow.
Now, that's a massive hotel. That is a good-looking hotel.
The Grand Cypress. Yeah,
the Grand Cypress.
Beautiful.
So.
Yeah. What about right outside of the main gate, Gaylord Palms?
You know what? I think I've been by the Gaylord in Nashville.
Yeah.
And I know it was beautiful. I would not be opposed to trying out a Gaylord hotel. Absolutely.
Yeah. So, I mean, there are a lot of options now, and, maybe it's time to start looking outside of, and I hate to say that. It hurts me to say that.
Well, when something gets really expensive and you want to continue to do it, you got to maybe change your behavior, tweak your budget from, maybe we have to take things from column A and move them over to column B so you can keep, doing what you want to do.
Right. And, you and I, it's easy for us to say because we drive. Now, folks coming, that have to fly from west of the Mississippi and over in Europe, I don't know. And again, it's completely up to your own travel desires and the way you like to tour the parks. I do love waking up and knowing I'm at on Disney property, and these are all options that are on Disney property, but really not Disney properties, if you will.
Right, because we're very similar. We still want to stay at a nice resort type hotel. We don't want to end up staying at not that there's anything wrong with the Days Inn Main Gate East.
Right.
We want a nice pool. We want to have a nice clean room, a view of something possibly.
Right. Absolutely. And sometimes you and I have both done this. We've stayed at the Disney hotels and sometimes we're looking at a parking lot.
Yes.
And that's okay. I mean, you're still immersed in the whole Disney bubble, but if you can stay at the Hilton downtown Disney, for example, and your room's overlooking Disney Springs, that ain't bad either.
No, that's true.
For the same price as a parking lot view, that ain't bad. So,
can I tell you, I did a little search on our Gaylord Hotel.
Yeah.
The time period we were just talking about.
Yeah.
Starts at $140 a night.
Get out of here.
That's at a pre-purchase rate. If you just get a regular rate where you have to throw down a deposit, it's $159 a night.
And that is a gorgeous resort.
Yes, they have that ice festival they do there.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
The ice carving. So, I mean, again, it's not your basic hotel. It's got some quite a bit of amenities in there.
Right. And again, right outside that one's not on Disney property, but it's just right outside that main gate.
Right.
So, we're just trying to find some other options for folks, try and save some people some money, and hopefully this show will help you look and think about maybe doing something a little bit different. And again, it depends on the packages that are out there. We were looking at Thanksgiving because that's the next holiday that's coming up, and I'm sure Christmas is going to be very similar to that.
And I know, like us, you're going to be starting your planning for your summer vacation next year.
Right, and then if they're doing this tiered pricing with the tickets and the hotels, it's going to make it a little more attractive to stay off property.
Right, we might have to give up some extra magic hours to save maybe quite a few bucks, depending on what's going on.
Right. So balance out, the parking, balance out the car rental if you're flying, and see what you can find out. You might save a few dollars by actually staying off property, and still be immersed in the Disney magic. So, Tim, that I think is all I've got.
I think we've given everybody something to think about, something to consider for their next trip. Probably the next few trips they might be going on.
Right. There you go.
Everybody, thanks for joining us. I'm Tim Scott. You can find me on Twitter at ResortLoopTim, at Facebook at Tim Resortloop Scott, and the website, ResortLoop.com.
I'm ResortLoop Bob on the Twitter and Instagram. Thank you all for liking us over there on Facebook. Please continue to do that. And rate us on iTunes. Where else can they listen, Tim?
You can always find us on the Stitcher. Everybody, thanks for joining us. This has been The Gateway to the Magic.
See you, everybody.
Hey, everybody, thanks for joining us. I'm Tim Scott.
I'm Bob Collar.
Again, thanks for joining us. I'm Tim Scott.
And I'm Bob Collar.
We'll start that over.
What are we doing here?
I have no idea. I needed something else to say, and I thought it was going to come to me, and it didn't. I just repeated the same thing. Oh, how funny is that?
You're killing me.
I know, I'm sorry.